Hi there, it's Rachel from Let's Get Crafty, and today I'm going to showcase for you acrylic mini album. These sheets are a thin acrylic. They were originally an 8 by 8 size, but I cut them down into 4 by 8 size, and I used my Crocodile to hole punch and then use these tiny little binder rings to hold it all together. Every single page to start off with had a film over that film that had to be removed. I used my Zetter corner rounder and just cut everything at a 1/2 inch, and then I went all the way along and used my Stays On ink for the edging. You need to use this kind of ink because it doesn't come off of the acrylic. And then I went through, and various products I used was Bazill Bling purples and greens. I used my Cuttlebug, my border punches, and some bling. So I'm just going to go through and kind of talk about some strategies of how to go about making a book like this. They're really fun. They are challenging, particularly if you are interested, if you love puzzles. This might be something for you. To be honest, I'm not a puzzle person, but I still found this album a lot of fun to do. You just have to take your time. That's why I couldn't film a video for this, because it would have ended up being too long. And I like to keep my tutorials all in one series. So what you end up doing is, I just started my very first page, you can see here, just with some bling. And if you look close, these flowers are actually on the other side. And that was just to give it some interest once the book gets opened. So this first picture that you actually see is on the second page. And this paper that's bordering it is actually glued on to the other side. And I used my Martha Stewart border punch for that. So this page by itself is just one picture. So you can see how the dimension is added. So once I got this page done, then I just chose a picture over here to cover over top of it, and you can see that what I did was just use the same design, and this shines through. So I felt like there wasn't anything here. I think with these albums, less pictures is more, just to make it really work for you. So then the next page, this love comes from the all mixed up cartridge, and then it's just these two pictures. These are just wallet size photos. If you go to Photo Sheet and Google it, there's a program that you can download to make any size wallets that you want, and you just take them to the store and print them out and in the sizes that you want. It works great for the mini albums. These butterflies, I just used my punches, and what you'll see is with the next picture, this picture has been purposely placed so it covers sort of Andre and I here, but you can still see the pretty background of the rocks and everything. I placed some butterflies conveniently. I tend to, in these acrylic albums, really reduce the amount of words I put in there, because what ends up happening is I just don't think you want to see all these words backwards. But I think this one works okay, because if you just look at it all together, I feel like because of the design of the love, it's really swirly and kind of looks flourishy, so I didn't really see it as a problem. And then you can still see, plan carefully, that bling on the very first page comes through. So then we go to my next page here. Again, this page throws you because you see pictures below it, but again, this is just a page with, oops, sorry about that, one picture on it and the rest of the bling. And why I do that is because the bling from the first page and the bling from the this middle page, you see a little bit, and it just kind of ties everything together. That's what you want to think about when you're planning these books, is keeping everything consistent. Simple colors, simple pictures, and relatively similar designs. So that part makes it easy. But you can see you don't have to keep the design going all the way through. I had these angled pictures here and just a single picture page, and then I've gone to two pictures here. and just one again. Turn it over again, just a one picture page. You see the scallop, you can see the layering over here of the previous pictures, just that nice border punch, the butterflies come through from that album. So the idea is just really layering, and it really takes advantage of some of those expensive embellishments that you buy. So then what I did is that the next picture that I looked at here, the next set of pages, again 2 wallet size, used the Bazill Bling, just little strips with the border punch. And why you do that is that hides the glue from the other side. However, what I did is just use the exact same size of pictures and just layered over top, and that just reduces. And again, if you look at all this collectively, you can see the bling coming through, you can see some of the purple and the scallops, and it just makes it kind of an interesting background to look at. But you're still really focused on the pictures. You want to go so crazy on your embellishments that it ends up taking away from your initial project. So this page here features the Martha Stewart glitter glitter, a lilac color, the colors of my wedding, and this glitter is a great item to use in books like this. This is an Inkadoo stamp set. I actually stamped the glitter on this side, but what's great about the acrylic album is you get to appreciate it on this other side too. So again, the pictures, if you look, they're just layered, the exact same position, but what makes this page look different and interesting again to look at is the fact that there's the glitter and the swirls. And then you can start to see the next layer coming through, which is a flourish that I cut out using the Cricut. But before I finish that, this is the page with the glitter. Again, you can see the layers coming through. I'm really getting my money's worth here out of that bling. Yes, it's not as sparkly, but it still adds interest. You see the glitter up there, some of the layers coming through from previous pictures, and it just really makes those pictures stand out. So this the second to last page just kept it simple. This heart was cut out from the Sweethearts cartridge, used the flourish to add on, and then just glued our picture on top. And this is just to hide the glue from the other side. Again, you see the flourish. What's nice is it kind of makes you again appreciate this picture of myself and my bridesmaids. You have the little butterflies there. This picture works well for this particular heart, so plan ahead and think, does this picture work on this top particular layer that I'm going to use? And then the final picture is really quite simple because of all the layers that were previously there. So my wedding cake and my husband carrying me off. So this last page is quite simple, and usually I don't end with pictures like that because then you see to the other end. So because I did not like that look, I decided to go ahead and put a picture on the back and this simple saying. I might have to fix this up a bit. I'm not sure if I'm 100% happy with it, but being that it is the back page and you don't necessarily see all of this all the time. But what's really nice about these albums is they just stand up and they kind of give an interesting conversation piece. I did one for our engagement, and it was just people are really surprised because it's something unique and not something you really typically see. So you could embellish it a little bit more if you wanted by having some pretty ribbons on the side, but I just like to keep my mini albums simple and appreciate the beauty of the pictures. And what was great about it is that I did have professional wedding photography pictures to work with. So this is just a brief tutorial or showcase of a mini album. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to post them on this video here at YouTube. I do love answering questions and helping others out like other people have helped me. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and watching this video. I look forward to showcasing some future projects sometime soon. Otherwise, have a fantastic day and get creative. Thanks for watching.